folks, we are back tonight on MaxspeedTV, the Downforce Racing Series. I'm doing a little bit of road course racing here tonight at Watkins Glen for 40 laps, season 13, round number 8, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Got about 13 drivers out here tonight. Probably going to get one or two more before they get into race time, but right now it's looking like 12 drivers have pulled in a lap. Brennan Kennedy, how you doing out there, buddy? Well, looking like right now Ryan Patty up at the top spot here in practice with Kyle Vincent Gilbert sitting in that P2 spot. Now they are going to do stages here tonight, but the caution will not be thrown, so they'll just keep on racing until they finish out the race, and then they'll do the points after the race and include all the stage points and stuff like that. But stages are in play for tonight's race. So let's go ahead and get down into it, starting with the pre-race analytics here tonight. 40 laps, track temp 72 degrees, 100 miles, no tire limits, 100% fuel. They are looking at about 30, somewhere between 30 and 35 laps on fuel. They will have to pit at least one time. More than likely, they will just split it at about 20 laps. Possibly, we'll see a driver might go as far as he can, but well, for the most part, we'll probably see them split it at about 40. Now, pit road, we will deal with that at 40 miles an hour with a pace speed of 60. Only time we should see the pace car is at the beginning of the race. So 60 mile an hour pace speed here tonight. Looking at the point standings here this evening with only about 8 races left, including tonight. Chris does hold a 2-point advantage coming into tonight. Chris Gutierrez at 318 over Jeff Hollingsworth there in P2. Both of them just staying right where they're at. Jeff at 316, only 2 behind Chris. Austin Williams up 2 spots into third at 280, 38 behind the leader, 36 behind Jeff. Kyle Vincent Gilbert up 4 spots in fourth at 265, 53 behind the leader, 15 behind Austin. Charlie Woods in 5th, down 2 positions at 259, 59 behind the leader, and 6 behind Kyle. Getting into our first tie coming into tonight, Kevin Gunther up a spot, and Keith Hanlon going to stay where he's at. Both of them tied there for 6th at 251, 67 behind the leader. 67 behind the leader, but only 8 behind Charlie. So still very close between them 2 drivers. Bentley Glazier down 4 into 8th at 239, 79 behind the leader, and 12 behind Hanlon and Gunther. Mike Whitaker up a spot into 9th at 210, 108 behind the leader, and 29 behind Bentley. Now Lonnie Barrington up 3 spots, cracking the top 10 and 10th, 205, 113 behind the leader, and 5 behind Mike. Now Dave Hunt up a spot into 11th, and John Anderson, Mr. Anderson, as I like to call him, down 3. Both of them tied for that 11th position at 199 points, 119 behind the leader, and 6 behind Lonnie. So they are, drivers are technically, in striking distance of one another, and with 8 races, including tonight left, anything definitely can, happen. And tonight is going to be one of those races that we're probably going to see some things change going into next week's Charlotte Oval race. So we'll see how the points stack up when we get to that. But coming down to a minute left here, folks, we're going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight, folks. Qualifying here at Watkins Glen will be underway when we come back.
Can you so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran last, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying is underway. Now, they only get 2 laps here, unlike when they're racing at the oval side. They will do 10 minutes, 4 laps. Well, in this case, it's 10 minutes and 2 laps. So, right now, it looks like Kyle Vincent Gilbert up at the top spot, with Chris Gutierrez currently running in P2, Charlie in P3, Hanover P4, and Bob Locklomara P5. Lonnie Barrington is out on the track. Jeff Hollingsworth and Ryan Patty all out on here as well. Several haven't come out yet. They don't have much time to do so. John Anderson, Mike Whitaker, Fred Williams, Bill English, Todd McGregor have yet to come out. So we'll see here who all comes out. And Kyle with a 112. Well, Ryan Patty with a 111.365. That is going to be good enough for the top spot with about 6 minutes, a little under 6 minutes to go. Kyle looks like he is on his final lap. He will have completed it. Ryan is on his final lap now. Bob just finished his. Lonnie is on his first, and Jeff Hollingsworth is on his, looks like on his first lap as well, or lap 2. Looks like his first lap might not have counted, but it looks like Brendan Kennedy. How you doing, Brendan? Yeah, I do see you. Yeah, just road course racing. That's what I think will happen. Eric? Yeah, and that could be, Eric, I see you out in chat. Yeah, that could be a possibility of maybe a driver or two's late, forgot to do the update, but, you know, we'll wait and see. Still looking at 13 drivers, which it is going to go by pretty quickly, seeing as there are no cautions. So, but Ryan Patty looks like is sitting there in that Kellogg's Camaro right now holding the top spot. I don't know if anybody is going to be able to beat that 111.076. He almost got into the high 110 range. Boy, that was a fast lap. Looks like some other drivers just trying to put in as many laps as they can, even in qualifying, even though the time don't count. Looks like Chris locked it up there. Lonnie still out on the track. He is on his second lap here. Right now, currently a 113. 862 is what I'm showing. And he is coming, it looks like, out of turn. I don't know the turns. Don't even know where they're at on track, really. He's coming up onto the bus stop here. I believe there's 10 or 11 turns here at this configuration. There are several configurations. This is the one of them. I think this is the Cup configuration. Doesn't have the big boot. It's just with the bus stop. I believe it's the Cup. And Lonnie will be coming across the stripe here, but it looks like Ryan Patty is gonna grab the pole here. I don't think anybody else is gonna have the time to get out there and to knock him off of that top spot. Boy, that was a quick lap. Of course, we know Ryan. He's very good at road courses, and him and Kyle both are really, really good. So, you know, could be Ryan or Kyle bringing it home into victory lane, but you still can't count out any of the other drivers. Because, you know, if they do have a mistake out here, you know, somebody could definitely pounce on it. But a 111.076, that is a, that's an extremely fast lap. Probably one of the quickest laps I've seen. But coming down to a minute and a half, let's go ahead and get Ryan down here real quick. I don't think anybody else is going to come down and try to knock him off. Ryan, got a copy there, buddy?
Hey, yeah, I got you, bud.
Well, man, with a 111.076, I think that's going to be good enough to put you in the top spot here at the Glen, bud. Man, yeah. What a lap, bud. Now, Kyle not too far behind you at a 111.797, so, you know, very close in times per se, but, you know, it is road course racing, man. You know, anything can happen. Even the best drivers can have mistakes. What are you looking forward to tonight, man? And, you know, even with one stop that you guys will have to make, I think, what are you thinking? You know, what's your mindset, buddy?
Yeah, mainly just to stay out of trouble. You know, like you said, even good drivers can put a wheel off, and that can turn disastrous and really quickly. So just trying to keep it clean. Watch out for lap traffic as I get up to them, and yeah, put together 40 good ones.
Yeah, and we haven't really talked about much about lap traffic, especially on road courses, but they do play a factor, especially trying to get around them for the first time. It's your job as the lead car to get around them safely. They do not have to give you that position. Road
Yep.
courses might be a little bit different though, because there's a lot of right and left hand turns and braking points that y'all have to deal with.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we were talking before the race, Terry or Hanover or whatever he's going by today. He was saying that there's really nowhere to hide for a lot of these cars. So yeah, we're about to get going here now. One of the big challenges too, I don't know if you talked about it, is getting heat in the tires, because the first couple of laps with cold tires is pretty icy for all of us.
Yeah, tires I think are going to be one of y'all's problems here. Gotta take care of the tires even early. So good luck out there, Ryan. To you and everybody else out here that come out for tonight's race. Should be very interesting, and it's definitely going to be a shake-up in the points going into next week at Charlotte. So Ryan, good luck out there, buddy, and let's see what happens in 40 laps, man.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate you.
All right, well, that was Ryan Patty. Now, we're going to have to make this quick here because they are almost into turn 10. Ryan Patty grabbing the pole out here tonight again. Congratulations to Ryan on pole. Kyle Vincent Gilbert there in P2. Charlie Woods in third. Chris Gutierrez in fourth. Lonnie Barrington fifth. Jeff Hollingsworth in sixth. Terry Adams, Hanover Fist in 7th, Bob Lockebar in 8th, Mike Whitaker 9th, Fred Williams in 10th, Tom McGregor in 11th, John Anderson in 12th, and Bill English going to round out the 13-car field here tonight. Well, we do, like I said, 13 cars, and, well, it looks like right now we've only got 9 that has gridded from what I'm seeing. Very interesting. Okay, looks like we'll be rolling off here in a moment. It's not that hard to be a mod, especially when you don't have a lot of people talking in chat there, Mr. Brendan Kennedy. But thank you for being in here, both you and Eric. Eric, I think I seen you in another chat here, too, as a moderator. So, that was very interesting. All right, here we go, rolling off here. And it does look like we only got 9 or 10 that gridded. I understand one driver that didn't grid, but I'm not sure exactly what happened to Tom McGregor or Bill English. But that pace car is already off to the safety of pit road. Here we go, folks. Ryan Patty just waiting on the green. There's the green. Boogity, 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 folks. We're road course racing here tonight. Yeah, 9 drivers gridded here tonight, and we're already diving it down into 1, and a little bit of a shake-up there. Might have to go to a bigger, let's see here. Yeah, hey, boy, it shook the front up for sure. Kyle Vincent Gilbert up at the top spot, getting around Ryan Patty, who is our pole sitter. Charlie into that 3rd position. Yep, that is exactly who I seen. I know exactly. Yeah, I was introduced to him a few days ago, so. I'm gonna have to get him over here at some point, sounds like. All right, 10 drivers. It looks like Chris. So 10 drivers. Looks like gridded. Yeah, Michael Whitaker, it looks like started on pit road. But Mike is out here. No name Mike here tonight. But Kyle Vincent Gilbert gonna lead the first lap here tonight. And Kyle and Ryan kind of breaking away a little bit from third already. Third, a little bit of a gap now between third and fourth, and a bigger gap between fourth and fifth. Gonna be a lot of separation here tonight for sure, but we'll keep an eye on it. Coming through the bus stop, John Anderson in that number lime green 56. Cool today, Duffy's machine. Of course, the cool today. I know wasn't very cool today there, John. Pretty hot down here where I'm at. Gotta give John a hard time. Setting in fifth right now. Now, of course, started in 12th. It looks like a guaranteed top 10 for everybody out here tonight. Definitely going to be a shakeup in the points for sure. Wow. That's interesting. I'll have to get into contact with you and them. Yeah, I'm sitting here just thinking and laughing about it. Boy, Kyle get a little squirrely there. I don't know if that's by design, but you almost started to see that 227 almost slide, and Brian taking it wide there. So Kyle and Ryan keeping it pretty close. Jeff started 6th in 4th. Now, we can't say this is where they're going to stay at, but right now, a couple of drivers together. John and Lonnie's right here together. Get back here with Bob Locke of Barra and Hanover. They're going to be racing it up here for that 7th spot. Chris is not too far behind them. He's right there in 6th. And then Mike Whitaker hanging out back here. We'll keep an eye out on Ryan getting a little loose there too. Now through the bus stop here. We're going to watch the top 2 here real quick. Oh, Ryan. Ryan all over the place right now. Boy, already seeing some action. These two right here already making it interesting. Boy, and Ryan really loose. Ooh, burning up those tires already. Not what you want to do. Back. Ooh, oh, Bob having a moment. Oh, no. Oh, we can kind of, I guess, rewind it here. I think I went back a little bit too far. Yeah, I did. Oops. All right. Well, let's see here if I can get on Bob here real quick and find out what happened to Bob. Oh, yeah, it looks like maybe Bob just lost it here. Yep, got squirrely, and then come pulling. Oh, and then Hanover got a little squirrely too. And both of them connecting with one another. Ouch. No, I don't want to put you in timeout. Ain't no sense in putting you in timeout. You haven't done nothing wrong to put you in timeout yet. Now, if you say something wrong, I might have to put you in timeout, but nah. But right now, though, a lot of separation. Ryan, about a second back now to Kyle, and Kyle has led all the laps so far after taking over the lead at the start of the race. Brando going to try to put some more pressure on that 227. We'll keep an eye on it. Right now, though, everybody spread out, and Bob fell all the way back to 9th. Ooh, the damage on the Convergent 5 too. It looks like it's the rear end is pretty bad, but I don't think he's got any major front end damage, so he should be okay steering wise. It does look like he does have some front end damage on that right front. And then again, it could help him turn. All right, we're getting back up to the battle up front. Ryan has closed the gap even further, down to about 3 seconds. So right there, pretty much on the tail of Kyle Vincent, who is looking to lead another lap here. That's just what you gotta do. You know, I got some awesome moderators in chat there, Eric. You know, you yourself included. So you kind of know what needs to be done, and you know, kind of what to watch out for. Brandon has been a moderator over here for MaxspeedTV for the longest I can remember, and you know, he sits back and watches, and you know, chats it up every now and then. And watching Ryan and Kyle. Whoa, Kyle! All right, I think Kyle's starting to get a little bit nervous here. As Ryan, Kyle might be getting nervous, and Ryan is right there. Boy, Ryan is hammered down. Oh my gosh, can Ryan get around him here? And they're going to go side by side out of turn 9. And down into turn number 10. I believe it's turn 10. Yep, we'll just call it turn 10. And it's going to be Kyle still yet up at the top. We're going to watch it coming down into 1. It's going to be side by side. I think Kyle, though, may have it. As he comes back up onto the track here. They are coming up on Mike Whitaker. We'll put, of course, Mike 1 lap down once they are able to get around him. They have to get around him safely, and Mike's just going to let them go by. We were 3 wide at the Glen, folks. And there we go, Ryan up to the top spot. I think Kyle, seeing he couldn't get down there in time and just let Ryan go by, or Kyle burnt his tires up trying to keep Ryan behind him, but boy, I'm surprised Ryan's tires are not completely shot after, you know, the slipping and sliding this of trying to run Kyle down. Well, I don't know, Eric. I wouldn't put it past Kyle. You know, I believe it's 30 to 35 laps on fuel. Tires definitely, I think, are going to be the biggest issue. You know, who has the fresher tires going to the end. But just throwing this out there, if, let's say, somebody decides to come down on lap 10 to pit, well, they could technically go the distance. They wouldn't have to pit again. They would be able to finish out the race. Tires, on the other hand, would be shot by the end, but they would be able to go the distance. And Kyle still keeping it close on Ryan Patty, though. Now checking on Charlie here in P3, Jeff P4, Lonnie P5. Chris back right behind Lonnie. That would be a battle for 5th. And a battle for the lead again across the stripe. Oh, Vincent Gilbert gonna retake the lead. Oh, is he gonna be able to? Is he gonna be able to keep it though? And Ryan right there with him. These two right here been racing it up since the start of the race. Well, they apparently know their road courses, especially Watkins Glen, but Ryan's going to have to back off coming down through the bus stop here. He's not going to be able to get around Kyle. Golly, Ryan right there. Yeah, and I think Kyle and Ryan definitely are going to make this front interesting. The interesting thing to me going further into the race, Eric, and everybody out there watching, hey, 4 of you out there tuning in, thank you everybody for tuning in. The interesting thing, though, is, you know, let's say Kyle, whoever's leading, is the P2 person going to come in right behind them, or are they going to stay out? You know, how long is Kyle going to go? How long is Ryan going to go? Are they going to pit together? Are they going to, you know, pit separate? You know, that you've got to think about that, because, you know, that could, you know, definitely change what happens. You know, how spread out these two get. You know, when and where they come back out onto the track. Where's the leader? You know, all that does play a factor. So, Jeff Hollingsworth is coming up on Charlie. That would be for P3. We're going to watch that in the timing screen here. John Anderson coming up on Hanover. TDA, that is Hanover Fist. Just call him Hanover for short. Well, that would be for 7th. So there are a couple of presuming battles that could happen. The one that I'm closely monitoring, though, is the slipping and sliding of Kyle Vincent Gilbert and Ryan Luceless Patty. There we go. These two guys right here is what I'm really watching. Man, they are keeping it close, keeping it interesting. Now, Ryan does have the bonus point. He has led a lap, so he's got that out of the way, but, you know, he's wanting to bring it home into victory lane. Going to our past winners, of course, Bentley Glazier has 1-2. Chris has 1-1. They are coming up on Bob here. Bob, he's just going to let him go by. He's not even going to fight him, so Bob's going to go a lap down here. Like I said, Bentley has won 2 races. Chris Gutierrez got 2 wins, 3 wins actually, excuse me. Kyle Vincent Gilbert has got a win, and Austin Williams has won as well. Those are our previous winners. And we're just sitting here watching. Ryan has got now 2 under his belt. Still watching Ryan and Kyle. 13 laps. We have completed 12. 13. Hey, PK. Well, main thing is just stay safe, buddy. Yeah, we're supposed to get some tonight, overnight. Not sure exactly when that's supposed to happen, but we're supposed to. Yeah, we're supposed to. There's a chance, and it's been happening overnight and in the mornings. Overtime. Whoa, Ryan! Got a little loosey-goosey there. Yeah, 8:30 Central. I'm Central time, so 8:30 here. All right, checking out everybody else, seeing where everybody else is at. Not a whole lot going on. John Anderson is the last driver currently on the lead lap back here in 8th. Yeah, you can watch. I mean, there ain't a whole lot going on except for Ryan and Kyle going at it, okay? That's about the extent right now of our battles is Ryan and Kyle. We had a little shake-up at the very beginning of the race. Turn 1. You know how that goes. But other than that, it's been pretty much Kyle and Ryan going at it. And, oh, Ryan! Ooh, again. Oh, Kyle almost took him out. Gee. These two right here, folks, man. Oh, John. Okay, John is on pit road here. So it looks like he has chosen to do it at the 15-lap mark. Of course, that would be his only time he would have to pit, because he now can make it to the end. And I do believe he is the only driver that has pitted. Well, mine started on pit road, so still don't think Mike can make it. Mike might have to come down. Now the top two, got about a second between them. Ryan up top, Kyle P2. Jeff started 6th, running in that P3 position now. Charlie right behind him in 4th after starting 3rd. Bob is mired in between Jeff and Charlie here. And I think Bob's going to let Charlie go by. Yes, he is. Not going to fight him because it's not for position. There's Chris Gutierrez in 5th. Lonnie Barrington coming around at the start-finish line here, crossing the stripe, and over. There's Bob, there's John, and there's no-name Mike. All right, let's check it out here. It looks like now about a 2.5-second gap between Kyle and Ryan. So Ryan kind of pulling a little bit further away. Oh, Kyle. Man, it's like ice right now. He's just sliding everywhere. Man, he gets close to that wall, too. Makes me nervous. All right, well, let's go right along with Kyle here for a lap. Oh, yeah, I love the in-car views. Of course, we're on Kyle. He's falling a little bit further back now, at about 3.5, coming up on 3.5 seconds, and falling. Ryan really starting to take care of Watkins Glen here. Jeff setting in that P3, coming up on lap number 20 here. We will be at the 20 to go mark pretty quickly. Only 40 laps. Yeah, it's gonna be. They're probably gonna go as far as they can, especially the top. I would just say to go ahead and do it at the top 7 here. Bob Lacavara, he's been out here 17 laps, coming up on 18 here. So I believe everybody's just going to try to go as far as they can, maybe split it here. But we'll see what happens after lap 20. We may even see some drivers come down this time. We'll see what Ryan does. Ooh, John having a little bit of a moment there, just seeing the speed drop. Looks like Ryan is going to stay out. Looks like Kyle is staying out. Jeff Hollingsworth way back here. Wouldn't say way back, 21 seconds. We'll see if Jeff decides to come down pit road here. I don't foresee him coming down, but he shot low like I thought he was going to, but nope, he's not coming down. Charlie not coming down. Chris not coming down. Get back here to Lonnie, see if Lonnie decides to come down here. I don't foresee anybody coming down pit road here, folks. I really don't. Oh, it'll probably be the next time around, unless somebody's going to chance it. I doubt anybody's going to chance going the distance. But, I mean, we could possibly. Ryan is going to take a lap. Whoa, here comes Kyle Vincent down pit road. So, Kyle has chosen, since Ryan stayed out, Kyle has chosen to come down this time. So we'll see what Jeff does here. 20 to go, folks, already. All right, Jeff not coming down. Charlie not coming down. Chris, we'll see if Lonnie comes down here. Yeah, pit stop starting to happen. Sort of, kind of. Yeah, Lonnie ain't even coming. All right, Hanover. See if Hanover. He is the last driver on the lead lap, so we'll see if he decides to come down here. Nope. He's going to stay out. All right. So, whoa, Bob. Oh, Bob having a moment there, it looked like. All right, let's see here. Ryan Patty. Okay, Jeff up to P2 now. So Jeff not coming down. Charlie. Doesn't look like Charlie. Is he going to slide? Nope. What about Chris? Nope. Oh, Kyle Vincent right now has been the only driver to come down pit road. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, but you can't go the distance on fuel though. Tires can hold up for sure, but it's the fuel issue that's the problem. Here comes Ryan right now down pit road. A lot of other drivers down as well. Lonnie Barrington, Hanover's down. So I would assume I would assume that our P2 person, Jeff Hollingsworth, would come down this time, seeing as our leaders came down. But then again, I could be wrong. And I'm wrong. Jeff is not coming down pit road. So he's not led a lap yet. He just got around the leader, Ryan Patty. Jeff is up to first, but Ryan is right behind him. Yeah, it's a fuel thing, and it could be a little bit of a tire strategy too. But I think it's going to be more on fuel. I think Jeff just wanted to get a lap led. Got to keep Ryan Patty, though, behind him somehow. Whoa. Ryan going way high. We're going to be coming down into turn. Oh. 2 and out of turn 9 and into turn 10. Ryan back up to the front. And Jeff Hollingsworth down pit road. So Charlie will have to come down. Here comes Lonnie Barrington down. Chris down pit road. Like Bob and John doing some battling back here together. Both of them are lap down, and they are right there together. So that is for position. 17 laps to go. Big, huge gap, though, between first and second. Yeah, I've seen the views that guy gets. Trust me. Little jealous. But it's alright. I like doing it. Ryan just kind of on a cruise mode right now. Doesn't really have anybody to really chase, battle right now. Kyle is about 15 and a half seconds behind Ryan Patty. He's about 3 seconds. And in closing, okay, so Charlie's down pit road. So Kyle is going to get around him back up to P2. So 15 coming up on 16 seconds. There's Ryan. There's Kyle. Charlie on pit road. Jeff hammering down here. He's trying to get up to get around Charlie. That'll put Jeff into P3. Then Chris is right behind him. Hanover coming through the bus stop now. Right, just kind of checking it out here now. Like Charlie coming off of pit road. Jeff back up to P3, or up to P3. Chris, P4, right where he started. Going around the pit stop is all we're gonna have. Boy, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. 5 drivers on the lead lap. Looks like Bob's gonna get out of the way of Charlie. Charlie is the last driver on the lead lap. So as they continue to finalize the 15 laps here, go ahead and kind of give a heads up on the upcoming races here for Downforce. Charlotte Oval next week. It's going to be a night race, 2018 version. Then we go to one of my favorite 2-mile tracks, Auto Club. It's going to be a night race. Bristol, So some short track racing there, and then we go back to Daytona, the 2008 version of Daytona. That's going to be a night race. That's going to be very, very interesting. And we go to the Community Swimming Pool of Iowa, August the 17th. Then Nashville Super Speedway, and then Kansas, August 31st to finalize the season. Still got some races left to go, but yeah, bouncy Daytona, yep. So that is, of course, the upcoming schedule. Ryan, 17-second lead over Kyle. Kyle led 10 laps, but Ryan, well, he has led 16 laps. Once he took over back over the top, he never looked back. Wasn't without a battle, though, with Kyle. I tell you that, man. Mike Whitaker down pit road. And, yep, it was about that time for him to come down, so. But road course action, folks. This is what happens at a road course. All right, well, we rode along with Kyle. Ryan is up, of course, up top. How about, let's see, there's Chris, there's Jeff. Trying to find, well, that's about the closest. So let's go into another cockpit here. Let's ride along here with Chris. Coming out of turn 9 now. I think there's 10 turns here. Like I said, folks, I don't know. It's either 10 or 11. We're just going to say it's 10. But out of turn 10, coming through the front stretch here, you can see right up the front, that's Jeff Hollingsworth down into 1. A lot of shifting, a lot of braking, a lot of turning on that steering wheel. Whoa! And Chris just popped the wall. Ouchies, I felt that one. Oh, and Chris having some moments here. It looks like, oh no, he's coming, went through the bus stop there, my bad. Hitting the wall was a moment. Yep, the wall. Yep. You know the old saying, follow the yellow brick road. Well, in this case, don't follow the yellow brick road. In this case, it would be a yellow and orange alligator. All right, well, we rode along here with Chris. He's trying to close the gap there on Jeff. That would be, of course, for P3. And Jeff up into P3. There's Jeff again. There's Charlie, and Charlie has got, let's see, that is Mr. Anderson right behind him. There's only 2 drivers, 1 lap down, Hanover and John. Lonnie is 2 laps down. Bob is 2 laps down. Mike is on pit road. He is 4 laps down. So we've got 9 drivers on the track. Yeah, no following the yellow brick road. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, Ryan. Man, Ryan. Showing what he can do. He'll be coming up on his 20th lap lead here in, momentarily. Yeah, stay off them yeller ones. Yep. All right. Well, coming down into 9 and 10, he will have that 20 under his belt. Now, of course, it technically could still be, it could be tied because Kyle has led 10, but Kyle has got some work cut out for him if he wants to catch up to Ryan Patty, who will hit that 20 lap lead mark right there. Now, the next time by, of course, Ryan would lead the most laps. Well, I mean, it's road course racing. You know, not a whole lot of. They're all, you know, yeah, it gets spread out, you know, and so I gotta, you know, I just get with chat, you know, like I always do on road courses. Right, 10 laps to go. Oh, Ryan scraping the wall there. Didn't really hurt him any. Didn't lose any ground per se. However, that'll be 21 under his belt, so he will come away guaranteed no matter what happens with the most laps led. Looks like he is having a little bit of tire management issues. Starting to get a little bit slippery out there, looks like. As we take a look here at that pre-race analytic track temp, that track temp has gone up to 81. So it is starting to get a little hotter out there. Not too bad. As Ryan does come around the 56 of John Anderson to put him 2 laps down now. Okay, let's cut it down to 22 and a half. Jeff, 26, coming up on 26 and a half seconds. Chris is about 3.3 seconds behind Jeff Hollingsworth, so I definitely will keep an eye on 3rd and 4th. Because if Jeff does so happen to say slide or miss his mark or whatever, Chris definitely would be able to pounce on it. Electric V, I'm trying to do electric vehicles and stuff into racing. I think it's so stupid. My opinion, but I think it's stupid. It's like saying they want an electric airplane to fly from New York to LA. Yeah, I know, thank you. Something happened, yeah, you know, I'd rather take my chances on a regular airplane. Exactly. All right, 7 to go. Man, Ryan is a little loose. Give everybody parachutes. Seven laps to go here, folks. Right, coming out of 10 here again. Ryan Patty getting real close to the wall once more. It'll be 6 to go. All right, well, Chris has cut it down to about 1.5 seconds to Jeff. Well, that would be for podium. Running him down a little bit at a time. But is there going to be enough laps for Chris to get up there? Getting up there might not be the pro. Chris having a moment. Getting up there might not be the problem. It's getting around him that might be the problem. That is about the closest battle. We're going back here to 7th and 8th. John Anderson and Lonnie Barrington. Lonnie is about 3.5, 4 seconds behind John. So that would be a battle for 7th. Got a point. Got a point on that one. Well, right now it's looking promising for the Kellogg's Corn Flakes 30 of Ryan Patty. And hitting those rumble strips, or alligators. I call them alligators. You know, they'll bite you if you're not careful. But they can also help you get that car to turn, too. But, you know, they can help you and they can hurt you at the exact same time if you know how to hit them. Gator strips, yep. Right, man, sliding that back in. I've seen drivers use them to turn. And then once they get it to turn, they'll just straighten that vehicle back up real quick. And, you know, it helps, but it also hurts, too. All right, well, Chris is under 1 second. Now, Chris and Jeff, we want to go ahead and mention this, too. Looking at the point standings, Chris up top, Jeff in P2. So, you know, they are battling for that position and those points. And, of course, stage points and all that will be added in. So, Jeff Hollingsworth and Chris definitely wants to try to get around him if he can. Yeah, especially through the bus stop, yeah. We're watching Chris right here very closely. Not really too concerned about first and second at this point. Chris sliding it. Chris, we're coming up very quickly up on the 97. Oh, and he had to lock it up so he didn't get into the back end of the 97. Oh. Well, this is the only battle on the track. And Chris having to lock it up there cost him a little bit of time. Yeah, he's got to make up the boo-boo. For sure, 3 to go. It'll be 2 to go the next time by. Got to get up there again to him. These two are just coming across the stripe now. So, Chris has got only 3 laps to get back up there to him. Yeah, and that's what he did, I believe. That's what I would have done. I don't know. I've known Jeff for a while. I'm out wrecking for a Klondike bar. I've known Jeff since I started iRacing, so me and him were real good friends. But I'm not very good at road course racing, so I would be You know, we got Mike Whitaker. He is on pit road in 10th. You know, we've only got 10 drivers out here. I would still be 100th. I'm not that good at road courses. Trust me. All right, well, Chris has closed the gap. Back down to about a half a second. You would do it for a Klondike bar. Okay, what about a pretzel? All right, 2 to go, 1 to go. Boy, that didn't take long. Ryan just crossed the stripe, took it 1 to go. So we are going to stay back here, though, with Jeff and Chris. We'll keep an eye on Ryan, because he has just kind of dominated the... Once he got out front, he just kind of dominated the race here. And the battle there between him and Kyle, though, that was amazing. But Ryan Patty, more than likely, yeah, looking pretty good now for Ryan. Looks like he will bring it home into victory lane here. All right, well, Ryan Patty will be coming out of turn number 10 here, folks. Kellogg's Corn Flakes machine is going to grab the victory here tonight at Watkins Glen. We're not done, though. Everybody has got to get back to the line. The race is not over. Al Vincent Gilbert will finish looking like in P2. And out of 10, Kyle gonna cross the stripe into 10th, into second, my bad, wow. I'm putting back from 2nd to 10th, just like that. All right, battle for 3rd between Jeff and Chris here. Chris is gonna give it all he's got, probably coming out of 10. Not gonna be enough. Jeff Hollingsworth is gonna grab the podium finish of 3rd. Chris right behind him in 4th. Charlie in 5th. Hanover 6th. John in 7th. Bob 8th. Lonnie 9th. Mike Whitaker 10th. Fred Williams, Tom McGregor, and Bill English did not start, but it's going to be Ryan Patty grabbing the win here tonight. Hang tight. We'll get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Well, I've caught up with our top three here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull our winner down here. The Kellogg's Corn Flakes 30 of Ryan Patty. Well, Ryan, it wasn't without a fight out here tonight for sure, but once you took over the lead, man, you never looked back. Of course, no cautions. Y'all did have stages, but, that'll be, taken into consideration once the points are updated. Man, talk about the Glen, buddy. Now that you've raced it and it's done and over with, how you feeling now? And, man, talk about the battle out there between you and Kyle, because, man, you two were toe-to-toe for quite some time at the beginning of the race, and then once you got up there, man, it kind of seemed like you just figured something out, bud. Mike's yours, man.
Yeah, geez, I don't even know where to start. I remember it was a couple weeks ago, that last race we ran, I was listening to Kyle's interview, and he was mentioning how I was pretty quick at this track, and he's going to try to keep up with me. And I'm like, Kyle's actually pretty quick here too. I don't think I'm that far off of him. But yeah, I mean, obviously a little bit back and forth. He got me on the start on cold tires. I really don't like driving this track on cold tires. It's kind of scary. So I was trying to be really, really ginger on the throttle and try not to make a mistake. And yeah, I mean, Kyle's always really good to race around. So I felt like, we could swap the lead if we needed to. I was giving him plenty of room, and he was doing the same for me. So really a lot of fun up there.
Catch my mic with my hurt hand, and yeah, that didn't feel too good. Oh man. Okay. Well, back at it here, bud. Yeah, I mean, the battle there with you and Kyle, it seemed like y'all were going back and forth, and I want to talk about pit stops here because, when I was just down there before we got to talking, you did something, and you can say it if you want to, but you did something during those pit stops that kind of changed the way the car felt. Can you talk about that a minute?
Yeah, so I've learned my lesson running races here in the past where, if it's a long race, I'm talking 2 full fuel loads, you're probably going to want to take tires, but again, it's just like the start of the race. You're starting on cold tires when you come out of the pits, and it's really sketchy. But for this race, we only needed about 5 laps of fuel to make it to the end. So I thought, 40 laps overall and 1 set of tires, I could probably stretch it. It's about a 10-second difference in the pit stop as well. So, rolled the dice, and thankfully the lap times didn't really fall off, and I was able to maintain.
Well, you managed to pull out the victory here tonight, bud. Awesome job. That is actually your first win of the season. At a road course. Of course, you are not full-time this season, but you got the win here tonight. Now, we got, Charlotte Oval next week, 2018 night, the 20th. Are we going to be able to see you next week?
Yeah, I believe so. It looks like Thursdays are opening up for me, so you might be seeing me more often.
All righty, buddy. Well, how do you feel about Charlotte?
Surprisingly, I think it's a track I like, but I've had a ton of trouble there lately. Either crashing or having tire troubles, bad strategy. So it hasn't treated me well lately, but who knows? Maybe it's time to turn it around.
All right. Well, I guess we'll find out, man. Several races left, still yet to go in the season. So, winding it down, but we still got some racing still left, man. Awesome job out here tonight.
Yeah.
Awesome victory. I got to talk about that best time you had, though, real quickly. A 1:10.961. Holy smokes. Do you know what lap you did that on?
It was heading toward the end, I believe. Do you have it?
I do not have that. It just shows the best. It
I got it.
doesn't show
Lap
what
30.
Lap 30. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you one thing though. A point of pride. 0 incident points. Never put a wheel off. Never touched anything.
Oh wow, 0 incidents. Awesome job.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that for a long time on a road course. This is the first time I've actually been able to pull it off.
Well, awesome job, bud. Hey, man, you deserved it here tonight. Charlotte, like I said, next week, man. You got any thoughts, final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give? I know you do, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kyle and Jeff, top 3 here. It was really, like I said earlier, a lot of fun racing around Kyle. None of the detached guys are here tonight, but give them a shout out for all the help that we offer each other. Of course, Bob, Terry, everyone involved in putting this league together. Just want to say thank you. Yeah, we couldn't be doing it without you. Mike Whitaker too, right? He's the guy that does a lot of work behind the scenes. So really appreciate you guys making this happen and having a place for me to come race.
Oh yeah, not a problem. And yeah, Bob and them, man, they do so much over here looking for drivers, but that's just part of it. I think every league's looking for drivers. So, you know, but um nevertheless, man, an awesome league to be over here with Downforce and Bob and them, and of course seeing you guys out here turn it up on a road course, and on other tracks as well. But we're not gonna keep you, Ryan. We're gonna let you go celebrate the victory here tonight, bud. We'll see you next week.
All right, sounds good. Take
Yep.
it easy.
Thank you, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us up here to our P2 finisher, and that would be the 227 of Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Kyle, man, you and Ryan fought it out there for quite some time here tonight, buddy. Just, man, talk about the racing, your strategy, and, I know you tried to hammer it down there to catch back up to him. It was tough, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, I honestly didn't expect to stay with him in as long as I did, let alone get past him a few times there. But yeah, I pushed that car as hard as I could get it to go, and the afterthought of not taking tires when I saw he was 16 seconds ahead of me when he came out of the pits was kind of discouraging. But I just pushed as hard as I could to get back up to second, and didn't have the pace by myself to catch up to him there. So we'll go on to Charlotte and see what we can do. I had a blast. I'm still out of breath.
Yeah, man, awesome job out here tonight. It was a tough race, road course racing. Regardless if you're racing around another driver or by yourself, road course racing is not an easy feat. It's hard. You could be the best at it, and you still have to be careful. What was, other than the pit stop there, what was any of the other major issues you were having out here tonight?
Well, getting stopped in turn one in time to get out of turn one fast, you had to hit the brakes and hold it at a certain pressure for long enough to get the run out of that turn to not be spinning your tires on the striping, and to not go out wide and get an incident right there, which I did several times, so I didn't have a clean race. But that, and with the brand new tires, it was just on ice, and that's a lot of where Ryan's advantage came there. Not taking tires, the time saved from that, and not having to deal with the driving on ice.
Well, I mean, y'all did a fantastic job out here tonight. Yeah, it looked like it was a handful out there for sure on ice, or the track starting to heat up too a little bit probably didn't help. Now, it wasn't extremely hot, but going from 70s, low 70s to the 80s does affect how the track is and the car is and what y'all have to do as drivers. So it may not seem like a big of a difference, but when you're already dealing with issues, with the car being loose, it does play a factor. So but y'all did one heck of a job out here tonight, man. Charlotte next week, back to oval racing, 2018 night. How do you feel about Charlotte?
We'll see. I haven't ran there in a while. Can't really remember how it runs because I'm got in and out of the Cup series on here. So we'll see. I'll just show up, get as much practice as I could before the race, and give her all I got.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job out here tonight, man. P2, final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for Charlotte, man. Mike's yours.
Yeah, just all the guys I was racing around, Ryan there, you for broadcasting, all the admins, Bob, Terry, and Mike for doing the points. Just everybody for good, clean racing. Had fun.
All righty, Kyle. Well, awesome job again, P2 here tonight, buddy. Go celebrate. We'll see you next week.
We'll see it.
All right. Well, that is going to bring us up here to our third place finisher, Jeff Hollingsworth. But you had a good battle there between you and Chris, man. There, he was trying to get around you, man. Well, talk about the racing out here tonight, buddy. It was road course.
Yeah, I told you I like to run them. I'm not great at them. I was looking at these lap times. Holy crud! But no, it was fun. Besides that one little kerfuffle at the beginning, man, it was free and clear. It's just you had to make up all that time. But no, I had a blast, and I liked that there was no cautions. You know that they don't have cautions, so it doesn't take forever to run it. I got time to go do my hair.
Now you're being funny.
Yes, sir.
Well, you even told me beforehand, before we even went live, you don't know really how to run them, not very good at them, but you managed to pull off a podium here tonight. I mean, you can't really complain about that, and going and looking at the points too, but you were only 2 points behind Chris coming into tonight for the points lead. So, depending on how the stage points rack up and, of course, you finishing just ahead of Chris, that's going to help. But talk about the battle there with you and Chris.
Right there. My big thing is I'd like to get a win. I've been close, at a lot of them. I just haven't put it all together. I step on myself or whatever, but we'll get it. But I'm having a good time in this league. It's always fun to run with these guys. We kind of had a low turnout, but next week will be more better, I bet.
Yeah, road course racing is usually not, guys' cup of tea, but it was a low car count, but man, there were some awesome battles going on down there for sure, So
yeah, it was fun. It was. There's Chris at the end there. He was coming hard, man. I didn't do anything to mess him up. I just rode my line and did the best I could. But I used to feel the same way about road courses as far as points racing and everything. And my way of thinking is, well, nobody's racing, it's free points. And my goal is to keep it on the track and finish, And I've gotten better. I know I have. With Bentley mentoring me, he taught me how to do a lot of shifting things and break things, but still, I'm not no 110-960 around Watkins Glen. That was insane. But if Bentley was here, he probably would have had something for Kyle. There'd probably been a 3-way battle there. So I just throw a shout out to Bentley. We miss you, buddy. Also, throw a shout out Troy Campbell. He raced with us for a while. He never could get his internet working right, but it's his birthday today, so I'm gonna throw a shout out to him as well.
All right. Well, we do go to Charlotte next week, buddy. So back 2.5 mile racing. How do you feel about 2018, bud?
About what?
It's the 2018 Charlotte Oval.
Oh, okay. So it's not the newest one.
I believe it says Charlotte Oval 2018 night. So that's what it says.
I think that's the newest one, but yeah, no, I like Charlotte. It's basically most people that do online racing, that's like a home track besides Daytona or Talladega, Charlotte. So looking forward to that. It'll be a good time with these guys and back to some left turning only. I'm happy about
that. Left turns only and Indy cars. That's about the only. That's about your cup of tea, right?
I like fenders, man. The IndyCar thing was a fluke.
All righty, Jeff. Well, man, awesome job. P3 podium here tonight, buddy. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give. I know you got a few.
Yeah, I got one to you, Josh. I know you're having some problems with your shoulders and stuff, so just shout out to you for sticking it out there and broadcasting for us. We all love to watch it. And to Bob and Terry for putting this league on, giving us a place to have some fun with each other, and all these guys that show up. My guys that were here tonight, it was just me and Charlie and old Freddie. PK had power problems and nobody else could make it. Shout out to Ryan for the win, Kyle for the second, and Purple Heart Homes and the DAV and the Coast Guard. And that's it, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you too, Jeff, and everybody over here at Downforce Racing. Jeff, go celebrate P3 here tonight, buddy, and we will see you next week.
Right on. Take care, brother.
You too. All right, well, Jeff Hollingsworth, P3. We're going to go ahead and get down here to our It's unofficial results. You know, they got to do all the point standings and all the points and stuff like that. But Ryan Patty is going to come away with the win out here tonight. Man, what a lap. 110.961. Man, that is a fast lap. Crazy lap by Ryan Patty, grabbing the win out here tonight. Wasn't without a fight, though. But you know, Kyle Vincent, and, you know, after, you know, Ryan took back over the lead and, you know, kind of got separated between them two. But a big shout out to Kyle Vincent Gilbert, finishing in P2 here tonight. Jeff Hollingsworth, who we just talked to, their P3. Chris in 4th. Good battle there between them two. Charlie Woods in 5th. Hanover in 6th. John Anderson 7th. Bob Locavara 8th. Lonnie Barrington 9th. And Mike Whitaker 10th. Fred Williams, Tom McGregor, and Bill English did not start here tonight. But again, our winner, Ryan Patty, here tonight at Watkins Glen. Of course, next week, folks, like I said, we got Charlotte coming up. Should have a pretty good size field there. Probably 15 to 18, possibly 20 to 21 drivers at Charlotte. So that is definitely going to be a good race to watch. Come out 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central, right here on MaxspeedTV. Eric, big thank you. Brandon out there, our two moderators over here at MaxspeedTV. We've got a few more. They're just not in chat at the present time. So big shout out to y'all two out there and everybody tuning in. Bob and Hanover, Mike, and all the guys over here at Downforce. But until next week, folks, take care, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.